The next-gen version of Witcher 3 is officially releasing on 14th of December. The official release date is out. We're going to be getting an official gameplay next week. There seems to be a lot of information that CD Projekt Red has just dropped related to all the improvements that the game is going to be receiving, including some of the ray tracing, 60 FPS or whatever that is. We're going to take a deep dive into and take a look at all the information that CD Projekt Red has now presented. This is what CD Projekt Red has given us some information about. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt gets a free next-gen update on December of 14th, 2022. They've also given us a new screenshot of what the next-gen update would look like. We have a new gameplay screenshot, so we'll just take a look at that. We'll take a look at the graphics and stuff. Before that, let's just go into the details and look at what they have to say about the next-gen update here. So the long-awaited free next-gen update for The Witcher 3 is coming on December 14th, 2022. Enhanced with the power of next-gen consoles and modern PC hardware in mind, the upcoming update will feature dozens of visuals, performance, and technical enhancements, including ray tracing support. That's of course a good thing, and this was something that we all suspected because ray tracing is the new trend for all the gaming, and it's of course good news that they are implementing ray tracing into the game. And they've also said that the game is going to have faster loading times on consoles, and this basically refers to Xbox Series X. And we know that the PS5 is much faster in terms of loading games, so I think the PS5 is going to take more advantage of the Witcher 3's next-gen faster loading times here in terms of consoles, and a variety of mods integrated into the experience. Now this is where things are starting to get real interesting, because CD Projekt Red has now announced that they're going to be integrating some variety of mods that is created by the community, and a lot of people are going crazy. Well, does this mean that CD Projekt Red is introducing mods to the console version of the game? Are we going to be able to download and customize your games using different mods? Well, the answer for this is basically no. It's not a PC version for you to just choose different mods and then just install those things. What this basically means is that CD Projekt Red has enhanced the game with the help of different mods that was created for the PC version, meaning the modders did do their big part in terms of making this game much better. So that's of course a big win-win situation here, because when you take a look at all the mods that was created for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for the PC version, the gameplay, the graphics, and a lot of things just looks astonishing. And for example, just take a look at some of these absolutely stunning mods that was created by the community members, some of the modders that have been working their ass off in order to make this game look so damn beautiful. And I've got to say though, mods for this game is especially what made The Witcher 3 one of the most famous games out there in the industry, and especially because CD Projekt Red also ends up supporting modders, and they kind of like integrate all of these different mods into the game. They allow modders and the community to make changes to the game in order to make the game feel better and customizable for all the different players out there. So that is one of the biggest reasons as to why CD Projekt Red here has mentioned that they are going to be introducing a variety of mods integrated into the experience of the next-gen version of The Witcher 3. Now this does not mean that consoles are getting mod support. This basically means that CD Projekt Red has integrated third-party mods into the game itself. So this of course is going to be making the game feel much better, look much better, and play much better. And the one thing that the mods were really lacking behind when it comes to the PC version is with the performance of how the game runs, because especially when you install different third-party mods in order to make your game look better or whatever, it always ends up turning out to be a lackluster in terms of FPS drops and a lot of things that the gameplay suffering from performance issues. So that is something that the CD Projekt Red's official version, using all the third-party mods, are going to be rectifying, and they're going to try to make the game run much smoother, because it's now going to be an official launch, so the game is going to look better in terms of how you got to see the game with these mods. But then the game is also going to perform better in terms of how CD Projekt Red is going to be optimizing and re-releasing this new next-gen update. Now apart from this, lads, CD Projekt Red has also said that, and much more on top of that, we're going to be adding a set of DLC inspired by Netflix's The Witcher's TV show, which means that we're going to be having some new weapons into the game, new armor set for Geralt, and we're also going to receive new alternative look for each selective characters. Even Geralt himself is going to have alternative look, and something that I'm suspecting here could be we playing as Henry Cavill. So Geralt himself could be changed into Henry Cavill, so this could be something that is of a huge surprise that CD Projekt Red is keeping up their sleeves, because a lot of players are going to be interested in playing as Henry himself, the man himself, Unfortunately, Henry is doing the quits in terms of the next season for The Witcher, and someone else is going to be playing the role of The Witcher, which is very unfortunate, but it seems like we're going to be getting Henry in the game and also different other characters as well. So all of the characters that are inspired from the Netflix TV show are now going to be a playable skin in your game as well. Now here is what the informations that they've given regarding the next gen free update. Now it says that the next gen update is going to be free for everyone who already owns any version of the game, which basically means that if you already own Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition, including all the DLCs, then you're basically going to be getting the next gen update for the base game as well as for all the DLCs that you own. So I would strongly suggest you guys, since we're getting a Black Friday sale right now, make sure to go ahead and make your purchase of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's Game of the Year Edition, because that game is going to be super dead cheap, and if you already own that previous version, then you're going to be getting the next gen update for a very cheap price. And here's the catch: what CD Projekt Red is going to be doing for the newer version for those of you guys who do not own the already existing game. So this is what they said: for those people who do not own the game yet, a dedicated next gen version, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, known as the Complete Edition, which will feature all enhancements, free DLCs and story expansions, both the Heart and Stone and Blood and Wine, will be featuring and will be available for digital purchases on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as on the PC version, with a physical release at a later time. We don't know when the physical release is going to be happening, but it seems like CD Projekt Red is going to be selling discs for the next gen version, and that is of course an amazing news for any of you guys who want to be collecting. Maybe they're going to relaunch a collector's edition for this, and I would be in for a treat because I would love to collect some of the Witcher stuff here. So this basically means that CD Projekt Red could end up selling the next gen update for a full-on price. So the best option here for those of you guys who don't already own the game is to go ahead and purchase the game currently, because the game's price could be hiking. Maybe CD Projekt Red is going to be selling the game for a full price on the next gen consoles, or maybe they could just revamp the older version of The Witcher's pricing in the PlayStation Store, Xbox Store. So the best thing to do right now is go ahead, buy the game on a really cheap price when the deal is on. So that would basically just benefit you as a consumer. So that is all I say. Go ahead, make the purchase as soon as possible. And apart from this, they've also given us more information for those of you guys who are going to be playing the game on the PlayStation 4, meaning the previous gen consoles who don't have the PS5 and the next gen consoles. So this is the information for all of you guys. In addition to the next gen release, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch versions of The Witcher 3's Wild Hunt will also receive an update featuring numerous additions and improvements, which means that you're also going to be getting some kind of new improvements to the game, but then it's not going to be completely next gen version where you're going to receive ray tracing and graphics enhancements, but you're still going to be getting some numerous additions and numerous enhancements for the game, although it's not going to be as equivalent to the next gen, but still something is better than nothing, I guess. And they've also said that they're going to be giving a free Netflix Witchers themed DLC content for the previous gen consoles as well. So both the previous gen and the next gen consoles and the PC version, of course, are going to be getting the Netflix TV show's Witcher content DLC for the game for absolutely free. And for further details, including the release date, will be announced soon. But the catch here is that CD Projekt Red has not given us the official release date of when the previous generation consoles are going to be getting this update, because as far as what they've said, December 14th is only for the next gen consoles. It's not for the guys who are playing on the last gen consoles, meaning the PS4, Xbox One X. It's for the guys who are going to be playing on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, for whom this update is coming on December 4th. But then CD Projekt Red has said, including the release date, will be announced very soon. And for those of you guys who have the question of when is this very soon going to happen, well, they've also given us that information as well. They have now said that they're going to be making an official Red Stream announcement, where they're going to be streaming on their Twitch channel next week, where they will be officially revealing the exclusive look at the next gen gameplay reveal with details and all the upcoming changes to the game, along with which you will be receiving the PlayStation 4, meaning the previous generation consoles release date as well. So these are all the information we have. And now let's move on and take a look at the first ever gameplay screenshot that CD Projekt Red has now shared regarding the next-gen free update for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, if you take a look at this image that they have shared here, and this I think is from the first ever mission of the game where you're going to hunt down the Griffin. And if you take a look at the graphics so far, I don't think there is a lot more shown here as far as what the game is going to look like, but this is all we have as of now. And if you compare this with the already existing graphics, the only difference that I am able to see here is maybe they've done some really good works with the lighting, and also the hair work looks much more realistic on Geralt now compared to before. And apart from this, I don't really see much of a difference from the provided screenshot as of now. We will of course be receiving a full-on gameplay next week, which is what I am looking forward to a lot right now, because gameplay is going to define what the next gen version is going to look like. So I will of course be streaming the entire event. I will keep you guys completely updated related to every single information that you guys need to know about The Witcher 3's Wild Hunt next gen update and all that stuff, and I will keep you guys posted related to all the upcoming open world games, because that is what I cover on this channel. So make sure to go ahead, subscribe to my channel and turn the notifications on, and make sure that you guys are setting your notification settings to all, because if you don't do that, then the broke-ass YouTube platform, they just don't send you guys the notifications of my daily videos. So make sure that you guys are doing it. And with that being said, if you guys are excited for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's next gen free update, make sure to go ahead and smack a big fat like on this video, because your support is very much appreciated. It does help me a lot. It helps the video, it helps the channel out a ton. So please lads, take a few seconds of your time, drop a like. That would really mean a lot to me. And with that being said lads, let me know down below in the comments, are you guys going to be playing this game on the next gen console, meaning the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, or will you guys be playing the game on the PC Master Race? I would love to know which platform are you guys going to be trying out your first time on the next gen's Witcher update. And with that being said lads, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy fams, and goodbye.